Hi Pankhurst and welcome to your third wider curriculum lesson this week. So today is Wednesday the 24th of February 2021 and our learning objective today is can I understand how caves are formed. But before I go into this lesson, I just want to talk about our live chat. In our live chat today, we had a very good discussion about what prehistory means and about the Bronze, Iron, and Stone Age. We also discussed which one of those came first. So we know Stone Age came first, then Bronze, then Iron. And we also discussed what the word prehistory means. And what prehistory means is something a period that existed before history started being recorded. Okay, and we know that history started being documented and recorded and written about during the times of the Roman. So anything that happened before the Romans is we only know about that part of history because of what's left behind. That is why it's called prehistory. Yeah. Now, in today's lesson, you will learn to name the 3 ways in which caves are formed and explain how caves are formed. So I have a couple of questions for you here. Okay, I want you to put your thinking caps on. I'm not going to answer them for you now. We will answer them as we get into the lesson, okay? So now what do you think caves are and how are they formed? Okay, so have a think about what caves are and how they are formed. Okay, here's some pictures for you. All right, fantastic. Now, caves are a natural feat. 2 seconds. So, caves are natural features. They are openings within the earth that usually reach beyond the reach of light. Okay, they are found in many types of rock, but most commonly in limestone and gypsum. Okay? These types of caves are formed by water under the Earth's surface. So caves are formed by water under the Earth's surface, okay? The second type of caves are formed as liquid lava flows in volcanoes, okay? The third type is a sea cave formed along rocky seashores. The study of caves is called speleology. So caves are natural features, okay? It's a physical feature, a natural feature, okay? So they are openings within the earth that usually reach beyond the reach of light. They are often found in many types of rock, but most commonly in limestone and gypsum. These types of caves are formed by water under the Earth's surface. Okay, so that's the first type of cave. The second type of caves are formed as liquid lava flows in volcanoes. Okay, the second type of cave is formed by lava liquid. The third type is a sea cave formed along rocky seashores. The study of caves is called speleology, and those who explore them are called speleologists. Okay, so the first type of cave is a limestone type. Okay, and they are formed by water under the Earth's surface. The second type are volcano type caves, which are formed from the lava that flows. The third type are the sea caves, which you will find on seashores. A cave is a tunnel or room way underground, made by nature and not people. Maybe from the outside it looks like this. Or it could also look like this. Look at that. Look at those caves. Look how they look. What if you go in a cave? What do you think you will see? Maybe this. So if you go in a cave, it may look like this. But if you go deeper into the cave, maybe you will see this. Yes, a lot of rocks and light. Or you might see this, like a tunnel. What is further down in the cave? What will you see there? You could see a pointy stone hanging from the ceiling, and that is called a stalactite. Stalactite. Okay? So you might see this pointy stone hanging from the ceiling, and it's called a stalactite. What else do you see? Have a look at this picture. What is this big stone growing up on the floor? Do you remember we did this in our vocab lesson? Yeah? It's called a stalagmite. Sometimes it might even be white. Look at that. And it's a stone growing from the floor. Sometimes the stalagmites and stalactites come together and make columns like this when they come together. Sometimes the stone flows out like melting wax. That's called flowstone. Can you see this picture? Yeah, look at that. It looks like melting wax. You may even find a big underground room with lots of stalactites, stalagmites, columns, and flowstone. Look at this. This has got all of it. So these are the features of a cave. Stalactites, stalagmites, columns, and flowstones. There are even pools in caves. People even swim in cave pools. Look, you've got a person swimming there. Some underground pools are big. They are like lakes. Scuba divers like to also dive in cave pools. Look, you've got a scuba diver here. Inside, you may also find bats. Bats come out at the time of dusk and flock in groups. Bats fly like birds, however, they are rodents, so they look like mice with wings. Inside a cave, you may also see pictures left on the wall by people from a long, long time ago. You can see cave paintings in Lascaux Cave in France. Now look at this. These are prehistoric cave paintings. And we will look more into Lascaux Cave in France, okay, next week. Now, we are going to talk about how caves are formed, okay? So the first thing that happens is water can flow underground as well as on top in the form of underground rivers. Number 2, when water runs over soft rocks such as limestone, it slowly washes and eats it away. Number 3, the acid in the water dissolves the limestone, making a hole which gets bigger. Number 4, if the water finds a new path or the water table lowers, it leaves a cave. Number 5, caves can also be created when hot lava melts rocks, forming holes, or when seawater washes away the bottom of sea cliffs. Now, caves don't just appear, okay? It takes years and years and years for a cave to be formed, because what happens is over time, as these things happen, it starts creating a cave, okay? This is what a cave looks like from the inside and the stages of how it is formed. Okay, so over here with stage 1, you can see that the acid in groundwater is dissolving the limestone. Okay, then when you go to step 2, with step 2 you can see that the acid in the groundwater has dissolved it. So here it is beginning to dissolve it. Here it has dissolved it and created gaps and holes. Okay, then the water is lowered, so then the water starts lowering. And then step number 4, the limestone is completely dissolved from the rocks above and the caves are deposited as stalactites and stalagmites. Yeah? So that is what happens. Once it gets to the stage 4 is when the stalactites, stalagmites, columns and the flowstones start appearing. Now your task is the following. For activity 1, I would like you to draw a diagram of a cave and write down in one sentence how they are formed. Then label the features of the cave, and the features are here. You've got your stalactites, your stalagmites, columns, and flowstone. For activity number 2, using the information from the lesson and facts, okay, write how caves are formed. Okay, then you can draw a cave and label the features. Activity number 3 is using the diagram on the previous page. So this diagram, okay, so this diagram, write down the process of how caves are formed. Draw pictures to represent each stage, okay? Now make sure you upload your work onto Tapestry for me to have a look at, and I will see you in your next lesson. Bye, Pankhurst.